It is Fantasy against Handsome Bobo, round 2 in race number 7. And at the moment, all the money is with Fantasy to make it 2 in a row. It's a Class 3 over the 1,200 metres. Handsome Bobo carries the same weight as he did when 2 lengths behind Fantasy last time. Fantasy up to 126 pounds. Barrier 1, so that is +8 as far as the weight goes. Motoraki number 6, trained by Denise Guy in New Zealand, was placed in the Group 3 Matter slipper over the 1,200. Keep You Warm as a newcomer, known as Master McGrath for Kevin Ryan in Europe, has won over 1,000 metres at Sandown, has had 3 trials. Glenelly General's the 9. 4 1,200 metre starts this season for 3/3 and a 4th. And Happy Alumni missed the start at his previous outing. He ran on, made up plenty of ground to run 6th, beaten just 2.5 lengths behind Ping Hai Bravo. Team Spirits and Shan Ying have been at Chungfa.
Yeah, the horse is going here for good tempo as Eternal Harvest, who's gone forward in his last 2 runs. He's got gate number 4 lightweight here. Handsome Bobo will be up there on the speed as he normally is. Team Spirit, he likes to go forward, but gate 12 isn't ideal for him. Glenelly General's there, Fantasy on the next line. Zhang Ying is first up for a long time, hasn't been seen since May of last year.
Handsome Bobo, he goes nicely here with Zach Burton aboard. Look, he meets Fantasy 8 pounds better off and has had that run. He's drawn 9 though, so a little bit awkward as Fantasy's drawn barrier number 1. But look, his work's been good and he goes nicely in his piece there. Here is Fantasy, nice quiet piece down the back straight. Joe Moreira aboard. He did ride him last start and he was pretty impressive when he did win. He's got a good draw barrier 1, so he'll get a perfect run just in behind the pace. All Fantasy, and then Moiraki will show one of the first starters. Hood goes on him on debut. He's had the 2 trials. He's 11.36 pounds. His trials have been okay, and he goes nice. And there's another first starter that didn't get a chance to show him called Keeping You Warm. It might be the omen bet with Fantasy.
It might indeed. And speaking of Fantasy, here's the magic man.
Joe, were you happy with his win last time out?
Oh yeah, I was extremely. He seems a talent horse. He's got ability in himself. He's big, strong individual, and I don't think that's it about him. I think there is some more in him.
The way that he pulled away the last 100 metres, was that the best part of his last start effort?
I would say so, but don't forget that because he has won very impressive last start, he's been giving a couple of rating points, which is going to get it very even to the horse that runs second. But I'm quite confident that he's got ability and he just doesn't need to improve too much to be competitive once again.
What sort of feel has he given you in his work that you've ridden him in recently?
Yeah, that he's a very fit horse, he's healthy, he's happy, and I see no reason why he wouldn't take it to the races.
Going for back-to-back wins, and he is the favourite to do so. That is Fantasy in race number 7. Grade 1 on the class drop last time. Went down to Class 4, Tom, with instant success.
He did. He was a really well-rated horse. He was well backed in the market into 3.9 and delivered on this occasion too. Came from well back, hit the front at the 150. That was from gate 12 with Zach on board. So there were plenty of pointers for him last start, Paul.
Yeah, it was a really nice win here, wasn't it? He's drawn 11. He did beat Team Power, so you might get a leg up in the race previously because Team Power will be in that race. And look, everything went well for him and he did win nicely. Now Zach won't be riding him and he's got barrier 11. So a couple of things against him in this race.
Glenelly Generals has been enjoying racing over 1,200 metres. Drawn nicely down in 2 next to Fantasy as well. And what we don't see here, Paul, is the missed start by Happy Alumni.
Yeah, and it was another good run, but he does that. That's the problem with him. He's got so much ability, Happy Alumni, but he just absolutely botches the start. He gets his head up and he does a whole lot of things wrong. But when everything goes right for him, he's definitely a good horse. I put him in ahead of Glenelly Generals, but look, there's not much between them. Glenelly Generals is probably a bit more, what's the word?
Tractable.
Tractable, yeah, well, reliable. Reliable is the word.
I went the other way. I went Glenelly Generals. I tossed out Happy Alumni this time round. Just does too much wrong. Held together in a recent trial, but I'll stick with Glenelly Generals there.
Resuming runner is the 5-horse Jian Ying. He's had 2 trials, and this is the win, Tom, up at Chungfa.
He's getting to the line nicely here, so he's been off the scene for quite some time. He was lame right front last time out, and he's had a right front fetlock subchondral bone lesion, which has kept him away from the track. You can see him here getting to the line quite strongly over the final stages. Wasn't given too much rain, really, but in the end strode away. but I'd probably be happy to watch him.
Yeah, I'm happy to watch him. He has got ability, though. I did see him run a nice third behind Superstar last season. So, look, there is ability there, but I'm just happy to watch him.
He's been away a long time since May.
Yes, yeah.
Yep, so he'll be fitter for that. And here is the former Kiwi Modaki.
Yeah, no, he's had the 2 trials to get him ready. He's 11.36 pounds, so a nice big strong horse. The hood goes on. His trials I thought have been okay without being outstanding. Interesting watch for him, barrier 8.
I decided to include him. That's him running behind Beauty Legacy here, Moraki. Hood goes on, comes out of the 2-year-old slipper race at Matamata behind your deal, who came out and won 2 Group 1s, but since going to Australia has been a little bit ordinary.
The trial was 4th behind Super Commander for Modaki. OK, Paul, selection for race number 7.
I think Fantasy, even with it worse off of the weights, can still beat Handsome Bobo. He's drawn better, and he can get the first run there just in behind. I think Handsome Bobo has to work to get in front of him. That's what I'm saying earlier on. So 4 to beat 2. Happy Alumni is a little bit unreliable, but he's got the ability. There's no question. And Eternal Harvest has only had the 3 starts. He did beat Beluga, who came out and won again. Then with last start, things went wrong for him. So we'll give him another chance. 4, 2, 10, 11.
Let's settle here with Eternal Harvest, horse number 11. Vincent Ho riding here for Ricky Yu from gate 4. Has a light weight, 114 pounds. Vincent might put up a couple of pounds over. Used up early to secure the front, challenged on the speed and weakened out behind Wellington. So I'll take a chance with him. He's at 12 and 2.8 in the market. Over Fantasy number 4, 2 Handsome Bobo. And the newcomer Moraki goes in. So 11, 4, 2 and 6.
It's a good field for race number 7 with Fantasy and Handsome Bobo, 2 of the top 3 headlining the market. Also Glenlee Generals and Happy Alumni, very, very capable, as well as Tom's tip, Eternal Harvest at double figures. Should be a good race, race number 7.